I'm sure that your friends at the campus are happy to see you in person as well. Like, finally, I
Hopefully.
meet Aridha.
Right? Because we've just been basically the meeting, it's, I don't know, sometimes when you're not doing it in person, sometimes it's just
Mm,
kind of very misleading in a way to like do the work, and then the time difference also. So it was hard, but well, I made
mm.
it. So yeah.
Yes, yes. So, like, so you're saying it right now, like the campus itself, it's like it's safe to be. You're happy, and you feel safe? I'm gonna be honest. Like in January, of course, like the vaccine itself, back in January, the vaccination plan itself are not really in place. The herd community is not really there. But do you actually feel safe to be there?
I personally do feel safe because we were uh kept maintaining to social distancing, obviously. And then I think that also what was making me more safe is that the PCR test that we have to do every week. So I think
Oh
that
my
was
God,
very,
your nose.
I don't, well, we don't actually do the nose thing. We actually spit.
Mm.
So
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
we spit in the little tube,
And then
and
we
yeah,
send to the lab.
exactly, yeah. And then yeah, so that how it works every week until we were able to make an appointment for the vaccination. And then
Mm.
actually at the end of May, Massachusetts
Max
announced
free.
that yeah, mask free, so we don't have to wear mask. And then most of the people in school were actually vaccinated. So after May 29th, when we were doing our electives, we took our mask off, and then we were basically going to school like how we used to do. So it was
Finally, it's good. Finally, you can put up your favorite lipstick and then like
right.
only girls
Exactly.
understand the pain. Okay. All right. That's good. That's good. Like that's really safeguarding to hear that like things are becoming a lot more positive and then like we're like and you stay there, like you feel like super confident. That's good. Thank you for sharing. So let's go back to how did you land your dream company, right? Because you're
Yeah.
saying obviously like you've been countlessly being rejected since your bachelor, you go back home and then you come back for another fight. So can you share us about like your journey of like landing the job? Like how does like Hult, as I mentioned, we have an expert career coaching and team. How do they help you out with this? Or did you manage to join any activities or coaching during the programs to help you land into this job? Yeah.
Yeah, so well, since I came to the state in January, I was not able to get an internship, right? Because in order for you to get an internship, you have to be in the state within 6 to 8 months. So since I was only there in January, I was not able to get my CPT. CPT is where you apply to work in the state when you are still in school. So basically an internship. So I was
Right.
not able to do that. So obviously I had to wait for my OPT. So I have to apply for my OPT at the end of May. At the end of May, I was applying for my OPT because it takes 3 months until the OPT actually come. And after that, so actually before that, I was basically making appointments for to my career advisor, kind of just make her look at like my resume, my CVs, and
Mm,
like my cover letter. Like, I was able to have about 3 to 4 appointments, I believed, and basically just going over and then like what kind of industry that you want to work for. I think is very helpful if you know where you were aiming for. Let's say like if I was, because I
mm,
already know that I was going for financial, I want to work for financial institutions. So that was very helpful. So I had my appointments. She was giving me a lot of advice, a lot of great advices. And I was after, so it was at the end of April through May. And I applied for my OPT, and I was basically just applying for jobs in many different banks, obviously because I was going for financial institutions.
mhm.
Apply for many different banks, but again, I applied for Bank of America for so many times. I'm like, I have to get in. I have to get in no matter what. So keep my finger crossed, and keep praying. And yeah, until 9 rejections. And I finally got one position in Bank of America. So it was the way was worth it. And of course, I think another thing that was easier is that when you want to apply for a job, I think it's better to go to their career website directly, and then look for jobs that is recently posted. I think that was very helpful. If that, like, let's say I'm applying for a relationship banker position, and it posted in like 2 hours ago, like, but a day ago, you have a higher chance of getting a call back from them, instead of like they posted like a month ago. So it was, I think that was one of the
Agreed.
for me to get a job.
Yeah. So like what else, like that's a good sharing point, that like you looked at the recent posting, that's likelihood that they're gonna reach back to you, because the role may still be like opening. But any other tips that like you have got from our career advisor, or like how to perhaps like have you done also like a LinkedIn search, or any other tips that you have learned from getting like a 4 sessions of coaching with our career advisor, right? That's a good amount of coaching within the time that you went to the campus. Yeah.
Right. Obviously I was really working on my CV, just kind of, so she was really helping me, because when you apply for jobs, they have their certain filter, right? The company, like what do you want to do for, or like what position do you want to do? So you want that experience that you've had it in the past pops out, so you want them to, when they filter your resume or your CV, it pops out. So I didn't know that before, right? So that was the very good advice that I've got from one of the career advisor. So making sure that I have the related courses, that I've done this course, and obviously making sure that it's like they, when they filter it, it's there, and also the cover letter also was trying to make it like not too long, but also kind of like a little bit in there, like everything that you've done like in your past as your experience, and then kind of make that is like one or two paragraphs, like a good amount of like 2 paragraphs.
I see. That's super cool. Right. So so from here, like just to perhaps like we are running, we have around like 10 minutes left, and I think we could start perhaps like answering questions on the chat box. We have quite a lot of questions coming in from the chat box, right? So but many of them are similar, but I'm just gonna group them together, right? So the question is still related to your career, to your job. And so we have questions coming in from the audience. It's like, how did you expand your network at Hult? Right. So are there any opportunities or platform that provided to you in order to, like connect to, referral for your job and so on? How did you expand your network?
So I didn't have any referral, honestly. But it doesn't mean you can't get any referral. Obviously, like if someone want to work at Bank of America, I'll be happy to give them referral. So I didn't
there
have
you go.
Right?
From alumni, right? From the amazing alumni. There you go.
Right, because a lot of a lot of my friends that is graduated with me, they were able to get a referral from another Hult alumni. That was very helpful, right? I think, well, since I didn't have any referral, I think because based on my experience in financial institution itself, that was kind of very helpful to bring me to this role. So but I think, like when you're getting your master, obviously you kind of know what you want to do, like which industry that you really want to do, right? So you have the idea, well, you have a whole year to figure it out, to like which way am I going for. And as long as you know what like industry that you want to work for, I think it will be really helpful. Because if you even go to the career advisor and then you don't know what do you want to do, you kind of like, I don't know, I'm not sure. It's also hard for the career advisor to help you to bring your CV in the market, because obviously as I mentioned before, they filter it, right? So they want a specific role or experience that they require for their company. So knowing that having the whole year to figure it out what industry that you want to work for, I think it's really helpful.
Did you attend any of the activities that was hosted at the campus, like networking event? Obviously, like some of them might be online, right, due to the restriction, but they, any highlights of the outside of classes activities in terms of career-wise that you attended and you found it's useful?
Yes, a lot of, actually Hult has a lot of like events, like OPT events, STEM events. So like basically everything, everything, like you want to like networking, career advising, everything. It's just, they send the link in our, our email, and then, here, attend this, attend that. So there's no excuse not to attend, because they have it, like, they have it basically
It's
every
there
month.
for you.
It's there for you whenever you need it. Click the link, easy. So yeah.
I see. So you found it's really useful, right? Right. So we have another question. Actually, it's directly goes to you, back to the very first question that I asked you. Like, so why did you apply and choose to go for Hult? Because obviously, in Boston, there are a lot of traditional school that are like being there for like 100 years or so on. So why, like, since you do have options, why did you decide to choose Hult to go to study finance?
First, I was very interested with the rotating class that we can do. You can go to London, Dubai, Shanghai, San Francisco. Obviously, since I have a business background, I was looking for, many like business school, and then Hult has a lot of masters, like a lot of program for like business, right? And another thing is that, because I wasn't sure what I was going for, but then, in Hult you can do dual degree, which not a lot of school offer. And in dual degree, you can do like business analytics and, MIB, or like, MIB and MIM. So that was a lot of options for me to go in depth in business. And well, I know I didn't do a dual degree, but I have my specialization in finance STEM, which is not a lot of school offer that. And then I think the short, well, it was because also Hult offer 1-year program, right? So for me, it was very helpful, because I don't want to spend another 2 years, and to not, to go to school and then not having a job. It's hard to do a master and then like going to work. So I took the whole year off, not working, and then just focus on my studies. So it was the time was perfect for me, and the program was perfect.